Hi, this is my dice tool and I'm going to give you a hopefully quick tour of it. You can't see the whole thing, so let me scroll down a little bit. It may look complicated at first. There's a whole bunch of little text boxes and check boxes and a whole bunch of text on the screen, but it's actually not too bad. Let me scroll back up and show you the top first. This is presets for attackers. You can be Shooter Boys, Slugger Boys, Ludas. There's a couple of presets in here. Marines, some Avengers. These are basically things that require a lot of dice. Jobs because they have lots of attacks. Marines because they have rapid fire and all that stuff. But there's also preset buttons for individual weapons. Like you can click Big Shooter. It's going to roll an Orc Big Shooter without having to fill anything in. As you can see down here, it got 1 wound versus toughness 3. Your opponent's toughness is set up here, because the only thing you care about your opponent is their toughness and weapon skill. Like if you're fighting some Dire Avengers or Carnifex or some Marines, or I don't even know who that is, you can set them really quickly, or you can come down here and just change it by hand. Now let me show you the rest of the program. The models is probably the most important. Let's say I have 15 Ludas. You just click that. Let's roll for Ludas off the table. We get average, and then the strength is already set by preset, ballistic skill 2, and then you just click shoot, and it's going to shoot against whatever you set up here for your opponent, which is enemy toughness 5. Let's shoot at a Carnifex with 15 Ludas, rolling average. Just click shoot, and I got 8 wounds, which they'll have to save for. And you can click it a whole bunch of times. You got 6, 9, 10, 7 wounds, and each time it's rolling 30 dice and then picking up the successes and rolling about 10 dice more. Now, let's say I am Shooter Boys or Slugger Boys. Shooter Boys. That will be 26 in a full squad, shooting at some Eldar, some Dire Avengers maybe. Let's say I got about 15 left because they shot at me a bunch. All I have to do is click the Shooter Boys button, punch in the Dire Avengers stats either here or with the buttons, and click shoot. And they got 6 wounds that they're going to have to save for. Now let's say I'm assaulting them. I don't have to change anything, just set how many models it is. Let's say I got the charge and I'm assaulting. 17 wounds. Now on the next turn, all I would do is, remove how many models died and click assault again. 5 wounds. And it's that easy. If I'm Slugger Boys and I got an entire mob of 29, let's say 26 actual Slugger Boys and then a couple of heavy weapons and a knob, all I would have to do is do that, click the Slugger Boy button, and attack a Carnifex or something, and there you go, 11 wounds. Now, this also works for shooting against vehicles and assaulting vehicles. Like if Slugger Boys wanted to attack a vehicle, obviously it wouldn't really do a whole lot. 0 glances, 0 penetrating, negative 6.5 chance of penetrating. They're really not going to hit. Now, if you are Ludas or something shooting at a vehicle, all you have to do is say how much the vehicle moved, or whether it auto hits, and then what the armor value is. Let's shoot at a transport with 15 Ludas, average roll, and shoot. We got 4 glances and 9 penetrating, so that's kind of overkill to kill that transport, but we rolled really lucky. We rolled a lot of 6s up here and a lot of 6s down here. If we shoot again, we're not going to see that kind of luck. So we got closer to our actual averages, but we're still rolling lucky. There we go. Now our luck ran out. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Now, you can roll individual stuff, like you can roll ballistics for that many orcs, for 15 models, 2 shots each, ballistic skill 2, with this button. You can roll assault hits, 15 models, 2 attacks each, weapon skill versus weapon skill. You can roll that, or you can roll versus, just a 4-up on that many models. With this, you can roll strength versus armor. Now this is filled in automatically based on the result of ballistics or hits. You can see it changing there. Now, this is how many hits at what strength, and this is filled in from one of these automatically based on whether you click shoot or assault. So that's 16 hits at strength 3 versus armor 11. You can click it. It's 3 versus armor 11 has no effect, right? There we go. 7 versus armor 11, 1 penetrating, 1 glance. Versus guys is much the same. You got different buttons for weapon skill and strength versus toughness. So if you just want to do a couple test rolls or something, you can type in on hits and type in on strength. Actually, that's disabled, but I'll undisable it. then type in the toughness and you can roll this. Or weapon skill, you just type in this and this and you roll that. Or, I mean, obviously how many models and stuff. So it's pretty simple. You can do most stuff just by using the presets. Like there's a rocket button. It'll just roll a rocket. You can see rockets don't really hit anything. You can roll a heavy bolter or a las cannon, melt a gun, stuff like that. Crack missile. Crack missile's not hitting anything today either. And Sergeant Power Fist. There's a couple presets for stuff you do a lot, but the focus of the program is to do stuff that require a lot of dice, like orks and like stuff that has a lot of shooting. Like if you have 9 TAC Marines with bolters and you're shooting 1 shot each, you just go shoot, and if they're rapid firing, you just hit shoot again. So that's 4 wounds. And that's it. That's my dice program. Hope you like it.